Aquarius, beautiful Aquarius, thank you for joining me and tuning in for your Zodiac Wheel for November 2020. What messages are there for Aquarius for November? I invite Spirit, Divine and my guides to join me in this reading for Aquarius and share what messages there are for Aquarians' highest good and for the good of all concerned. Thank you. Okay, so first up you have the worker. Making an income out of the skills that you've attained. 8 of Pentacles. That's a very good sign there for you, Aquarius. There are those of you that have been studying and this is showing a promotion, a mentorship, a degree or a diploma, or achieving that certificate that you've been aiming for and being able to use it to enhance your income. So that's a lovely start to your November reading. This is also the area about your ego, your physical appearance, how you project your image and express your inner motivation and how others see you. Okay? Not really wanting to follow rules though, Aquarius, with this being your first house energies. You don't mind making the rules, but you're not really one to follow them. So in a way you sort of like to run your own race. Now, 7 of Wands, this is also a lovely sign for you because it's not a time to give up. Yes, there is some competition, but you won't go down in flames. You're the king of the mountain and you are managing your time wisely, regardless of what everyone else is doing. So that's also very good because that's showing that your self-esteem is up, you've got the confidence, and you're looking after yourself. Basically, you're going to take control of your own destiny and where you want to go. Lovely. Courage, endurance, the Strength card. Governs Leo the lion, and you've got the affinity symbol there in Strength card as well, and it is the number 8, which is also this very similar to the symbol of affinity. So you're not coming from a place of superficial communication. You're saying it as it is. You're being open and honest about it. Telling people straight without causing them insult or damage. Even though they may not really want to hear what you've got to say, you're saying it anyway. So it's you're doing it for their own good, Aquarius. And it's connected with siblings, neighbourhoods, short distance travel, and how you communicate, give and receive information. Lovely. Queen of Cups. So that's really nice there beside that Strength card because that's letting me know that you're coming from a place of well-meaning. So you are right to speak up and say something and tell whoever it is that needs to hear something straight, blunt and honest. Just say it. They'll go away and think about it, and it might make a difference to their decisions or choices, which is often very helpful for them in the long run. This is to do with your home, your family, property, land, and it's water sign energy. The Queen of Cups is the water sign. She's Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. And she's also capable of really deep feelings, but does tend to be the peacemaker and is trusting the sixth sense. So when it comes to your family or your home, trust that inner knowing. There may just be something that really needs to be looked at, that if you sort of just ignore the sign or the message that comes through instead of trusting it, that, oh, maybe I should look at that a bit deeper, you may sort of kick yourself later on. So, yeah. But it's a loving, nurturing energy, the family and the home area. Three of Pentacles, lovely. Extra income. I do feel that you've got some really good financial flow, cash flow going here through November, at least at the beginning of it. The Three of Pentacles is about the apprentice learning how to become the master. So it's sort of self-mastery, but it's in the area of where you find your joy, entertainment, amusement, children in your life, or even other people's children that you just really relate to or have some sort of bond with. And it's also about, well, it's about artistry. The Three of Pentacles is sort of, really owning your craft and creativity, and it's in the 5th house as well. So I do feel that your creative talents are advancing as well, and that you're off to a really good start with honing your creative crafts. So that will bring you joy. Ace of Wands, new beginnings, new ideas, fresh fields, cleaning the slate and starting anew. It's also about inspiration and again, that creative side of yourself. So you could find yourself launching into something new, creative, and making a real heartfelt decision about it. Could be even a bit of a surprise to yourself. You never really thought about it before, and now you've sort of thought, oh, I wouldn't mind trying that, or I wouldn't mind doing that. Now this is in your area of health, well-being, daily routines, so it's something that could actually become a part of your daily routine, and your workplace and work colleagues. Partnership. You got temperance reversed here in your partnership area, whether they're business or relationship. But when it's reversed, it's a message to you that there is a need to meet deadlines. And once the deadlines are met, you'll be able to get that balance, life-work balance back. A white lie could be revealed to you too. Someone may have been dishonest, not telling you the whole truth. That could be revealed, which is a very strong flavour of November. So if people have been lying, or you've been told untruths, through November it will come out. Because people need to make sure they've got a really good memory if they're going to tell lies. So you could find something out about your business partner or your business associates, or indeed your personal partnerships and relationships, something may be exposed. Now, Four of Wands here, lovely. This is a very secure card. I love the Four of Wands. It's good luck, expansion, living your dream, living life to the fullest. So it's showing me that you're on a path of celebration and the completion of a solid foundation that you've built upon. And you've mustered the courage to attain your goals, and you're ready to temporarily relax. So this is in the area of transformation, regeneration area. It governs a very important human experience, which is life, death, rebirth, sexuality, taxes, assets, anything that's jointly controlled, inheritances and obligations. And it's where other people support you, so you have support from others as well, with that Four of Wands being shown there. It's also banks, that kind of thing, insurance, so there's support. I'm so glad to see some of these cards that are coming out for you, Aquarius, because you have had a rough year, Aquarians. Now, the Four of Pentacles is letting you know that you may have to pay out for something in order to achieve what you want. So there is money going out, but it's going to achieve what you need. So if you've been saving up for a rainy day, the rainy day might arrive. If you've been saving to travel, this is saying that you're going to have the money to spend on that journey. If you've been saving to pay for a course of higher learning or higher education, this is saying that you probably will be spending money doing that. So you actually will be spending money, but it will be on something that you want to do. Okay? So don't drop your guard, don't take risks, because you're on the right path, and this is wanting you to use your resources for what you want to achieve. This is your goals and your ambitions area, where it can take you in the future. And where it can take you is to the Ten of Pentacles, which is marvellous. The Ten of Pentacles there is about completion and having solid foundations so that you can go out into the world and be prosperous and generous. There's generosity there too, with family and close loved ones. Now this is in the zenith of the wheel, so there's reward showing there. All your hard work is bringing you the reward. So I'm really liking the looks of this for you. And the Ten of Pentacles is the pathway of wealth, security and inheritance, and using wealth wisely to enhance your life for a comfortable retirement. Okay, so even though you're spending money and you've got an aim and a goal of what you're going to use that money for, it will bring you rewards. The Star, which is actually in its own house here in the 11th house, because it governs Aquarius. The 11th house is ruled by Aquarius. Now, the message from this is to not to cling to the past ghosts, okay, because you may get stuck in the pain of the past. Try not to reflect too much on the past, because it could keep you stuck and sort of hold you back a bit from manifesting and co-creating. Okay, if there's someone that is sort of giving you advice about how to heal that, or wanting to help you heal that, try to resist pushing them away. Okay, any kind of loving, nice, healing energy will help help you get unstuck. Because Uranus is the ruler of the star card, and it wants to take you out of the past and point you towards the future. But if you're stuck, you're not going to be able to fine-tune to that higher Uranian frequency. Another queen. Okay, so you have the Queen of Swords here. So 2 queens. So there is some chatter going on. You are talking things over with somebody, even though you may have kept some things to yourself and behind the scenes. I do feel that you will be coming forward with that, and you'll find it harder and harder to keep to yourself. So I hope no one's told you a secret, because you'll be bursting to tell everybody. You'll be so, guess what I found out. So it's because it is about being truthful, the Queen of Swords, and not a good time for people to be asking an Aquarius to keep the secret. If it's such a secret, then the person needs to keep it to themselves and not tell the Aquarian to start with. If you know what I mean. So yeah. So it also is symbolic of there being a significant person that brings change, okay? And you do have that Queen of Cups there also, and she's in the home. She's representing that, she's either visiting your home, or she is a part of your home and family, or at the very least your soul group, because this is also about past lives and past life connections. So it could be, and there's a deep love there with that person as well. So and it's mutual. But I hope she doesn't ask you to keep any secrets, because you're not gonna be able to, I don't think. And it's not from any malice. It's just that you want to share the news with everybody. Okay, so now I'll just go round with the Zodiac Oracle to show you where the planets are for you, Aquarius. And firstly, in your second house, you have Neptune in Pisces, which is going direct on the 29th of November. So coming out of the fog and seeing things more clearly. What is or isn't true. And there's a big thing about truth here for you. Getting to the truth of the matter, being blunt, being honest, telling the truth, exposing any untruths. And this also includes what is and isn't a conspiracy, okay? Because there's so many conspiracies on the planet at the moment that nobody knows what's really going on. So this Neptune in Pisces going direct, ultimately in the long run, is going to expose what is a conspiracy and what isn't. So what is true and what isn't true. So this is also wonderful for those of you that love music and art, and musicians or artists will find their muse. And with it going direct on the 29th, you may feel more alive and not so drained, because in retrograde it does tend to pull you down a bit, make you tired and a bit lethargic. That's the lower vibration frequency. Okay? That low vibe frequency can have its effects by making it difficult for you to articulate your feelings, or getting stuck in a pattern of delusion or addiction or paranoia. High vibration frequency for Neptune is sensing the divine in all things. Finding a creative pursuit which enables you to slow down and relax. Something that requires imagination rather than logic. Okay? Take meditation, prayer, all the Neptunian inspired energy. Artistic pursuits, musicians, writers, that will all help lift the fog. And getting into that high vibration frequency will expose any lies or misperceptions also. Okay. You also will be being shown, whether it's through your dreams or through a mystic experience, your psychic energy will be very heightened, and that will be giving you your need for your link between your monetary values and your spiritual values as well. Here in the third house, Mars going direct on the 14th of November. Action stations. And you will be eager to communicate, and you'll be really enthused with that warrior energy. Now Mars is the god of war. It's known as the god of war. And it's got that energetic, passionate energy. It is about your sex drive as well. But it's got passion with it. And it's about keeping your physical system in good condition as well. And it's in the area of communication, siblings, short distance travel, and your neighbourhood. And how you learn, what you've learnt also will be coming to the fore. Uranus, the planet of freedom and liberation, technology and change, is in the 4th house. So there's sudden events. Uranus brings sudden events. It brings a bit of shock sometimes, but it brings surprise. It's known, key phrase is expect the unexpected. To get into that high vibration frequency, watch sci-fi movies can also get you into that positive frequency, the high vibration frequency. Now, it is a futuristic planet, Uranus, so it does govern inventions and things like that also. So there may be something that you're thinking of to do with your home environment. You're usually the responsible, reliable family member, but with Uranus in here, you could be rebelling against the status quo, especially with it in retrograde, changing things up a bit. Uranus is the planet that triggers off surprises and sudden events or shocks. Expect the unexpected. And it is also in retrograde motion, and if you are picking up on that lower vibration frequency, it brings a little bit of unreliability into your home or family situation, erratic mood swings, feeling dissatisfied and anxious. It's like a mini midlife crisis effect. So you could be actually, having to fix things that are breaking down. It does also, Uranus, govern electricity. So there may be some issues there, or something surprising you or out of the ordinary happening. Shock, surprises, the unexpected. Uranus, high vibration frequency, also surprises and the unexpected, sudden events, but it brings freedom and liberation out of it. It governs technology, space exploration, computers, all our gadgets. So it could be that you're feeling that unsettling feeling with your inner security. It's affecting the polarity between the 4th and the 10th of what is truly secure and what is superficial. Okay. So it will unfortunately trigger periods of disruption or upheaval and have some perplexities attached to it. But never fear, there is a more fundamental theme, recreating a more balanced inner and outer world. So it is happening for a reason. Alright? Now, the moon is in Gemini on the 30th of November, and it is also a partial lunar eclipse in Gemini on the 30th of November. Here in your area of fun, illuminating, keeping your calm and rethinking things rationally. It's highlighting your adaptability, your flexibility, your versatility, your intuition, and shining a light on you speaking up in the area of friendship, yes, matters of the heart and children, where you find your joy, your creative side. So it's highlighting that area for you there on the 30th of November. The Gemini energy is the I think it energy. So thinking about things, thinking before you speak, thinking before you make a move. It rules the lungs and it rules the breasts. And the low vibration frequency is about changeability and restlessness and being moody and expressing yourself superficially. Now there is a serendipity energy also taking place in this 5th house area for you, and that is about finding your joy, your bliss, how you like to be entertained, what you find to be your amusement, matters of the heart, children, hobbies, sport. So because the moon is in Gemini and the moon's node, north node, is also in Gemini. So that is also pointing to relationships and the challenges that they give us to expand the concept of your reality and bring you into a new experience. But at the same time, you're really listening to other people's truths and you're walking your talk. Okay? So, there's some interesting things happening for you there around the 30th of November. So it is meant to be. It is shining a light on something you need to really focus on. Venus is here in your 9th house. Venus, the planet of love, beauty, money, is in Libra until the 15th of December. High vibration frequencies are your artistic side, your finding harmony, socializing, enjoying the finer things of life, being more refined. It also is about unity, and here in the 9th house it is triggering your spiritual values, your spiritual perspectives, religion, morals, higher education, long distance travel and foreign cultures and lands. So you will probably be interested in either going on travels or looking into higher education that beautifies in some way. I do feel with this that you're going to love anything to do with anywhere that you find to be aesthetically pleasing, whether it's the scenery or the refined environment, luxury, gifts, jewellery, fine arts, might be museums, art galleries, things like that. You may even take a course, a higher education course in painting or sculpting or doing something that is connected with the finer arts. Okay? And spiritual enhancement also with that Venus there in Libra for you in the 10th house. Now the moon here is also going to be in the 10th house for the new moon on the 15th of November in Scorpio. So this is about your public image, your reputation, your career, relationships with authority figures, status quo, highest achievements, and government's promotions and serving humanity through your career. Now it's highlighting this, the new moon. And there could be new beginnings because the new moon is about new beginnings. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by your present career decisions, then you may actually look for a new direction in your life. And this could signify the time when you actually start to really clean the slate and start to gather your thoughts and plans for the new beginning. It's a good time on the 15th to put out your new intentions, make your new moon wishes. The Scorpio energy really gets in deep to the nitty-gritty of what your intentions are. Now it's also being joined with Mercury. Now Mercury is in retrograde and it is in Libra at the moment. It was in Scorpio but then it went retrograde back into Libra on the 28th of October and it's there until the 11th of November. So that is a time where you can really speak of fairness and be coming from a place of fairness. Then it goes back into Scorpio on the 1st of December, until the 1st of December. Excuse me. So it goes back into Scorpio until the 1st of December. And that will have you aiming for positive growth and change in your relationships, in your profession, in your public image, and your reputation. And it brings karmic reward with it. Okay? So you will be getting some acknowledgement at the very least. There's movement there. Again, that's triggering that career, home, work-life balance. And then you also have the Sun in Scorpio. And the Sun is in Scorpio until the 21st of November when it will be moving into Sagittarius. But until the 21st of November, it is still in Scorpio. So really getting into the nitty-gritty of things that you need to look at and investigate and uncover here, again, as I said, in your career, reputation, social status, in the world at large. Alright? So that's really been triggering off. When it moves over into Sagittarius on the 21st of November, that will be in the area of your hopes and wishes, how you manifest. So all the investigation and discoveries that you make here before the 21st you can start to put them into action and really focus on manifesting your goals with wholeheartedness too. So, and after the 21st, you'll really be feeling that vitality back. If you've felt that you've sort of been feeling a little bit unmotivated, this sun after the 21st of November is really boosting that up for you. Okay? And then, excuse me, in the 12th house, where what's hidden, what's going on behind the scenes, this is about your endings, about your hidden strengths and weaknesses, institutions, hospitals, libraries, jails, your fears, your hidden enemies, unredeemed karma, and selfless service to humanity. You often do ignore your inner urges, even become paranoid, and you need to reconcile yourself with those parts of yourself which you have cut yourself off from. So Jupiter here is really going to be beneficial. It is the planet that brings opportunity and adventure and freedom and optimism, good luck and spirituality. Alright? So it's really working its magic in there now. And Saturn is still travelling with Jupiter, and so is Pluto. So this trio have been together for quite a while. We are coming to the end of their transit through Capricorn, so some of that heavy burden of responsibility you'll feel a lot lighter once it's actually moved out of Capricorn. Jupiter and Saturn move out of Capricorn in December, and I'll go more into that in December's reading. But Jupiter and Saturn are going to be forming on the 21st of December the grand conjunction, a great conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn, as Jupiter and Saturn move from Capricorn into Aquarius. So that's something to really look forward to. Now Jupiter and Pluto are also conjunct, because this is a triple conjunction between these three planets, and the Jupiter and Pluto is known as the Millionaires conjunction, and that's around the 12th, 13th of November. And keywords is hidden wealth with that. So there may be something that comes to light for you around that time. And wealth isn't just about your financial situation, it's to do with your possessions or something that you didn't realise had value, or you may have thought it wasn't a value and then it becomes a value. But it's also quite a fortunate combination between these two as well. It's also thought that Jupiter and Pluto were the Star of Bethlehem. The conjunction between them was the Star of Bethlehem. So that's also a very nice energy. Okay, so that's the 12th and 13th of November. So see what's going on around for you then, and let me know in the comments how you felt you were being triggered or activated at that time. Now Pluto doesn't move out of Capricorn until 2024. But the energy of Pluto is about power issues or power and control issues. And it is about the soul reaching its highest good and its highest potential. So it's got to bring the change in, and it's cutting ties with the past and karmic release Pluto governs the underworld. So that's also about reaping what we sow, and it carries an important human experience of life, death, sex, powers of issue and control, confining mindsets, and personal freedom. So there will be something that you have kept hidden, or that has been going on behind the scenes, that from November through to December and into January will come out into the open and be revealed to you. And I feel that it will be a part of karmic growth for you. So I don't feel that it's necessarily anything to be frightened of, but just be aware that when you're growing like that on such a grand level, other people pick up on that energy and they feel threatened, because you may be, you know, in their eyes morphing into a completely different person. So they want you to stay the same. You know, people say they want change, but when change happens, they say, oh, no, I don't want anything to change. But all the way along, they're saying, I wish things would change. So be careful what you wish for, because it's a powerful time here through November, right through to December, actually. So use that Mercury, I think it before I speak it, or before I act, to really set your intentions clear and authentic. Okay, so now I'll just ask for your guardian angel message and affirmation for November for Aquarius. And you've got the Angel of Solitude, which, you know, when you've got this much energy in this 12th house area, it's not unusual that you do sort of have that solitude kind of energy or experience being played out. So you may have been a very social person in the past, but with Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto there over the last 12 months or so, you might have sort of drawn from that. Even though, you know, we have had to because of the COVID situation anyway. But, you know, like for you, with it, that trio being in your area of what's hidden, you've probably coped with it a little bit better than what others may have, because you've got that support there with that Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto trio being in that area. So number 29 is significant for you, also Aquarius, and your message from the Angel of Solitude is, by seeking solitude you will find the answers that you seek. And your affirmation, if the solitude gets too much for you, is, I allow myself to seek the solitude so that I can rejuvenate my soul and find the inner peace and clarity I need. So it is all a part of bringing you inner peace and clarity about your needs. Okay, so the confirmation card for Aquarius. The Akashic Records. The Akashic Records hold all that is, was and will be. So you've got the King of Forces. Now the King of Forces is reversed. Okay, so I will just look up here for you what the King of Forces message is in reverse. Okay, So, reversed, this is a time of depleted forces, inertia and scattered energy. It could indicate, for some of you, a divorce or separation, or for the King of Forces, career-wise, they may be the loss of a position for someone in an industry natural to the King of Forces, which is electronics, astronomy, physics, alternative fuels, any of the earth sciences, environmental care. So this card reverse could also indicate a man with disruptive energies. He may be out of balance in his own life, which imbalances you as well. Sometimes there are obvious signs of negativity, such as anger, hostility, or even abiding depression. Other times the vibration may be subtle and hard to recognise, but he is likely to be selfish and self-absorbed. Be conscious and aware, because he could be very charming on the surface and yet manipulative underneath. So this is an indication a potential love interest or a business partner. So this is an indication a potential love interest or business partner. Take your time to assess the true vibrations he is sending you. He may just need time to right himself, but you also may need time to move on. So be aware of that. Now, to tap into your Akashic force, it's saying close your eyes and sense the King of Forces by your side. Feel the universal beauty and power move within you and through you and around you. Feel how gentle this force and wisdom are. How will you rule the forces and allow them to serve you? Okay. So you may be getting more involved with more sustainable energy. It seems to be to do with workplace areas, or you may be getting involved with someone who is charming on the surface, but you've got to, get beneath that. You've got to dig deeper, and you'll find the real person, so you can make a decision about whether or not you want to stay or you want to go. For those of you in committed relationships, I feel this card is just saying there will be times here through November where you and your partner are going to need your own space. Okay? So thank you so much, Aquarians, for joining me for November's Zodiac Wheel forecast. Sending you many blessings. Please give it the thumbs up and click like and share with your friends. And if this is really relating to you, or you're really relating to this general reading, please do send me a message or an email or a message in the comments, and we can organise to look into things more personally on a deeper level for you. Okay, so sending you blessings of peace and love, Aquarians. For those of you that are new to this channel, please do subscribe so you don't miss future updates. And until next month, Aquarius, namaste.